Hi, welcome to Success Factors. I'm your host, Brenda Siri, and I'm here today with Larry Denbrock, Vice Chairman at Rowley Company, a company who elevates windows with a finishing touch. Welcome, Larry.
Thank you, Brenda. It's great to be here.
It's great to have you. So let's talk about Rowley Company. Can you give our viewers a glimpse inside the company?
Well, sure. Rowley Company was founded in 1962, and so we've been serving customers for over 60 years. The company was founded as a drapery workroom, actually. And over the years, we've added additional products, including decorative drapery hardware, and most recently, motorized shades, both roller shades and cellular shades, and other products in the shade category. So essentially, we serve the window covering industry and sell strictly to the trade of that industry. So business to business, a big part of our story is really helping small businesses. We really have many customers, thousands and thousands of customers, varying sizes. And a big part of our mission is to help, help them be successful. We feel if we can help them be successful, we'll be successful. And so we're a customer-centric organization, serving those accounts and those customers, and brings a lot of joy to our people to be able to do that.
I love that. Larry, you've led a lot of companies throughout your career, such as Delta Faucet Company, Masco Corporation, Assa Abloy, ACPI, and Cabinet Works. How did you become involved with Rowley Company?
Well, I had completed an assignment with Cabinet Works. We sold the company to an investment firm a few years ago, and I retired. I wasn't quite sure what I wanted to do. I had spent 37 years at that point, building a career, trying to achieve certain objectives, and was very fortunate in how that worked out. After about 12 months of being retired, I discovered that I was not a very happy person, that I really needed something to challenge me every day. And so I happened to get a call earlier that spring from a headhunter company based here in Dallas, and met the owner, and he and I got along very well. Felt like, I could work with him and for him, in effect, to help build his business and help it reach its potential. So the Rowley opportunity is really about that. Mm-hmm. And what I discovered was just how much I enjoy building teams and people. We have a terrific team at Rowley, and I've worked with a lot of companies, as you indicated, over the years, a lot of great people. But I'd put my team up against any of the management teams that I've worked with. So we're very excited about what's happening in our business. And I'm still able now, I think, to, having been retired, I take things a little less seriously personally. It's kind of hard to cut that off, but I think at this point in my career, I really love the idea of mentoring the next generation of leaders, helping them build their careers. And I get a lot of joy out of that. At the same time, obviously driving the company and running it like I'd run any other business.
That's great. And I know they're very lucky to have you, as I've worked alongside you at some of those companies myself. So what makes you a successful leader?
Well, I think empathy for people is probably the number one thing. I think if you understand what motivates people, where they're trying to go. I mean, I had a mentor years ago who said that he never focused on a person's, say, weaknesses or blind spots, let's say, because we all have blind spots. He focused on their strengths and how he could help them build on their strengths and really leverage their strengths to achieve success. And so what I look for in people is, what are they good at? What do they enjoy doing? And then I try to get them in a role where they can optimize that and build that. It doesn't mean that, there's coaching that goes on, but people development, I think, is what makes great leaders. And it starts with empathy. And of course, that carries on. Empathy for the customer, empathy for your vendors, empathy for, the partners that you work with. So by taking those things into account and kind of synthesizing all of that, with the business objectives clearly in mind, I think you can be a strong leader. And I'd like to think I am a strong leader. I have had success. I'm proud of that. At the same time, I'm humble enough to know that you're only as good as your last transaction, your last order. And so it doesn't take long to find yourself in a hole if you're not careful. So it's really about empathy, taking care of the customer, and really leveraging your leadership team.
I love that. So let's go back to talking about Rowley now. Tell me what type of products Rowley offers to your customers.
So we're in the kind of home decor window covering industry. We like to make homes beautiful. It starts with drapery products. We don't actually fabricate drapery, but all the parts and pieces that make drapery function and bring that function to the homeowner use our components. And so we distribute thousands and thousands of these products. We have over 15,000 different products in our catalog and our inventory that we supply. We also provide a line of decorative drapery hardware, so to hang the drapes on. And we've been at that for many years now. Beautiful aesthetic products sold through designers and dealers out there that are helping consumers decorate their homes. And then finally, we have a new product line we call Elements Custom Shades, which is really getting us into the shade category. So roller shades, what we call twin light shades, cellular shades. And so we're giving a complete offering to the window covering professional. And our goal is to be kind of a one-stop shop to cover all their needs, or as many needs as we possibly can cover. And we combine that with a lot of educational resources. I mentioned earlier, Rowley is a company that wants to work with small businesses. And so we provide a lot of training and materials around the window covering space on how these small businesses can be successful. We take a lot of pride in that. And so the products are really there to beautify the home, to make it a place of rest, particularly in a world that is not getting any less challenging or stressful. And so when you come home, you want to feel like you're in a relaxed atmosphere. And we hope our products, deliver that kind of experience for the homeowner ultimately.
Right. That's great. So are you selling your products to homeowners, or who are you selling your products to?
So we sell only to trade professionals across our various product lines. And so it's business to business. They in turn may sell the homeowner. They may sell a commercial project. A lot of our products go into hospitality projects. There are some large firms here in Dallas that actually serve that community, and they're good customers of ours. And so, we're all about the professional. Whether it's a small workroom, out in the Midwest, or whether it's a large, hospitality provider here in the Dallas area. Customers come all shapes and sizes, but they're all trade professionals.
Okay. So I know that Rowley is an international company with locations in Canada, the U.S., and Mexico. So who are your target international customers?
Well, we do quite a bit of work in Canada today. We also, as I mentioned, when we're working with large hospitality projects, our products will go to our customers, in turn go to the Mexico, the Caribbean, resort destinations, where people are doing going to very nice resorts. Typically, we're working with designers that are speccing out, very beautiful drapery hardware or drapery, and so our products are flowing, through the channel down to those locations, and in many cases, they're in some very beautiful parts of the world.
Nice. And where are the majority of your products made?
Well, we make all our products here in the United States. We assemble a lot here in Dallas. We also fabricate solutions in our North Carolina location, in Gastonia, North Carolina. So we have the two locations. We do use a lot of foreign components, and so we have to ensure we've got a solid supply chain to serve our needs. But everything's assembled here in the United States, and we're excited about building particularly our new Elements shade product here in the Dallas area.
Great. And how large are your U.S. manufacturing operations?
Well, we've got about 300,000 square feet under roof between the two locations. A couple 100,000 square feet here in Dallas, 150,000 in Gastonia. We have about 150 employees across our organization. And so, we're not small, we're not large, we're kind of mid-sized company.
So let's talk about the hard word we've heard so many times recently and heard it even again this morning's tariffs, right?
Yeah.
With tariffs, our new administration has placed on products manufactured in other countries. I can imagine that there is a huge benefit to having U.S. manufacturing operations here.
There are, and we are certainly impacted by tariffs in terms of the components that we foreign source, and so I have lost some sleep over that in the last few months, and it's a never-changing landscape. So I think the a dynamic management team could react and deal with that, and that's exactly what we are, and we're working through those things. But our assembly and our fabrication is all here in the U.S. Obviously, that's unaffected by tariffs, and many of our competitors have went to foreign countries to try to chase lower cost labor. We feel we have an advantage assembling here in the USA, both in Gastonia and here in Dallas. And so we're excited in a way that more and more production's coming back to the United States. At the same time, we're having to deal with issues around tariffs as well. So it's a mixed bag for us, but we're proud to be made here in the United States.
Yeah, as you should be. And it looks like you have a huge portfolio of products and even offer some same-day shipping. Have the tariffs, has the program with tariffs caused any logistics issues for you?
Well, Brenda, we haven't really had any logistics problems, so to speak. I mean, we have continued to order what we needed despite some of the tariffs in order to serve our customers. For us, being in stock with same-day shipping is a huge requirement of our customers. They're on tight deadlines. They made promises to their customers. And so it's important for us to make sure we're in stock. And we take a lot of pride in that. So we've been able to keep the flow of goods coming pretty regularly since that time. So logistically, it's really not been a problem as far as getting components.
Good. And I was on your website kind of snooping around, interested in what you do. And I see that you offer the opportunity for individuals to become dealers. Can you tell me a little bit more about that?
Yeah, we, as I mentioned, we're kind of a business-to-business enterprise, and it's in our interest to make sure that we have a strong dealer network that use our products. And so we offer all kinds of educational resources, videos that we've done over the years to help workrooms in particular to learn how to apply our products. And of course, we stand by the phones, with real people, 5 days a week. We're ready to answer questions they might have if they have an issue with a project. In addition, with the new Elements custom shade program, we are actively recruiting new dealers around the country right now to represent our products. Typically, a shade dealer will offer multiple brands of product. Today, many of those brands come from overseas. Now they can come to Rowley, become a dealer, deal with a U.S.-based fabricator, manufacturer of shades, where we can handle problems if they come up very quickly. And of course, you're supporting a USA-based business. So, we like dealers. We love dealers. We want to make sure we're serving them very well.
That's great. And are your products found at all in big box retailers?
I'm proud to say no. I have done business over the years with the big box retailers. And it's good business if that's what you do. That's not what we do. At Rowley, we're all about selling trade professionals, not selling big box retailers. That's for more the DIYer. We're more about the professional. When you're buying a Rowley product through our partners, our dealer partners and the workrooms that work with us, you're buying from a pro. You're buying from someone who has years of experience. They're making things beautiful for you. Frankly, I've tried to do my own DIY projects, and it ends up being poorly done, and I would have been much better off using a trade professional from the beginning. It would have cost me less money, and I'd have a much more favorable outcome. So that's my advice to anyone listening. Buy from the professionals.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. And so throughout this conversation, you keep talking about Workroom and that Rowley started, with Workrooms. And this is not a term I'm familiar with. Maybe it is something that designers are familiar with. But for our audience who is watching today, could you help us understand what that is really?
Sure. An interior designer would definitely know what a workroom was. And so, when they are working for a client and the client wants a particular kind of drapery or look, maybe they're upholstering furniture, maybe they're having some custom fabric, on certain furniture that they have. They want to reupholster. They're going to go to a local workroom. And in the Dallas area here, we have hundreds of workrooms. And these are manned by people that understand how to work with fabric, how to sew, how to fabricate a system so that it functions properly, including now more and more motorization and automation of with smart home technology. If you want to open your drapes with your cell phone or with your home control system, you can do that. You can operate your roller shades the same way. So these workrooms are key customers for us, and they serve primarily designers. Maybe some homeowners work directly with workrooms. They may take an old piece of furniture to someone and say, "Can you refurbish this for me? Can you give me a new look?" And the workrooms are there ready to do so. And so workrooms are a critical part of the window covering industry and also the upholstery industry in terms of where people go to find those solutions.
I have the utmost respect for anyone who can sew. It's a talent I never had, and they are very talented people. So we've talked about DIY, we've talked about home automation. I know some of the hottest trends right now are ways to automate the home, and you've talked a little bit about the elements shades. Tell me a little bit more about those.
Yeah, well, so the element shades are an extension of our product line into a new category for us, where people more and more are moving and having not only drapery but shading to provide additional additional coverage from the sun, window control, light control in a room, and of course you can do a lot of beautiful things with shades as well. And so what's really exciting is that almost half of the shades that we build today here in Dallas are automated, and they're using motors to operate with a remote control or a wall device or their cell phone. And so home automation is here to stay. Elements really gets us in that in a big way. Mm-hmm. We also do it with our drapery hardware, and so if you want to motorize your drapery hardware, we do that as well.
Oh, that's really interesting. I didn't know that. So. Company's been around since 1962, is that right?
That's right.
So 63-year-old company. Yep. What has been the company's biggest success in the last 63 years?
Well, I think it's a couple things. The company's grown a lot over that time, starting out as just a simple drapery workroom, one drapery workroom. The owner of the workroom, Mr. Rowley, we like to call him, found a business by being able to take supplies that he needed and offer those to other workrooms. And over the time, people began to rely on Mr. Rowley and his expertise, and the company grew and grew and grew. So I think a big accomplishment is the growth from where the company started. And of course, we've added drapery hardware. Now we've added element shades. And as a result, we have a good-sized, medium-sized company with 150 employees. And to see the people develop and grow, people that have been with us many years. We have some workers here in Dallas have been with us 25 years, and these are artisans. These are people that are touching the product. It literally is handcrafted, whether it's here or in our location in Gastonia. These are people that love what they do, and they bring an art to what they do. And so to see them grow and their skill sets grow, and then of course the leadership team as it grows. And so it's the growth of the company itself, but even more importantly, it's the growth of people. Mm-hmm. And to see that happen over the years is a great testament to Mr. Rowley's foundation and the teams of people, the leaders over time who have continued that tradition all these years.
I'm sure he'd be very proud today, wouldn't he? So when you think about the future of Rowley, what excites you about it?
Well, I think, companies reinvent themselves and we are who we are. We know what we're at, what the industry we're in, and we've been able to build out the organization in that industry, starting with Workroom, moving to drapery hardware. Now we're in the shade business. And so the growth prospects are significant to achieve outsized growth, let's call it, over time. And so we're excited about growing. I think that's the biggest thing. Growth is a valuable thing. If you're not growing, I don't even use the word, you're going the other direction, right? We don't want to go that direction. We want to grow. And so it's about growth. The new Element Shade program is a huge growth opportunity. It's a big pond to swim in. There's a lot of large competitors out there that tend to lose touch with their customers. We love our customers, and we're going to listen to our customers. We're going to respond to our customers. And because of that, our prospects for growth are significant.
Yeah, and I'm sure a lot of that growth even will come through new products, right?
Absolutely. Yeah, we're literally revamping our drapery hardware lines right now. And our engineering team, marketing teams have been working on it for a while. It's a big project. We're really excited about what's coming out early next year. In 2026, we've been working with our distributor partners, getting their input. And it's a long supply chain to get everything in place. But this time next year, we're very excited about what we will be bringing to market in that category.
And it sounds like you've already had some success in early 2025, right?
Yeah, we're growing this year. Mm-hmm. And, it's been a challenging couple of years, with interest rates so high, housing turnover at a low end. I think the remodeling index was like a level below 2012, like 2010, this past couple of years. You can see it in all the building products companies. But so far in 2025, we're seeing good, solid growth, and that's very exciting. And I think that's a testament to the hard work that our team's been doing. They continue to keep chopping the tree, so to speak, until we get the growth we want. And we're excited about the growth we're seeing so far this year.
And I know you know how to find talented people, and I'm sure you've put together a phenomenal team there. I'm excited for you. And if our viewers are interested in contacting Rowley Company about your products, your workrooms, or even becoming a dealer, how can they reach out to you?
Well, Brenda, my email's right here on the screen. That's my personal email. I look at everyone and I respond to everyone. So feel free to reach out if I could be of help in any way.
Awesome. Well, Larry, it has been a pleasure having you here today. I wish you and the team at Rowley so much success going forward, and can't wait to watch the growth and new things that come from the company. So thanks for being here.
Well, thanks for having me, Brenda. It's been a pleasure.
You bet. That's it for Success Factors today. We'll see you next time. Bye.